Today we discuss about how humidity changes the way your perfume performs. Many of us are under the impression that because of the heat, perfumes evaporate faster and therefore it does not perform. However, today we're just digging deep into why humidity plays a major role. In my experience, when I was in the UAE, I was actually gifted a fragrance, and that particular fragrance, just one spray of it in the UAE was more than enough for it to last the entire day. The same fragrance, once I came back to Sri Lanka, 10 to 15 sprays also was not enough. So it is not about the fragrance itself, and it can't be just the heat. Reason being, Dubai is also very hot. Sri Lanka, on the other hand, is also very warm. So why did the perfume perform there better and not in Sri Lanka? One of the main reasons is humidity. Scent evaporation is much more clean. It evaporates on a slower pace as well as performs better as a fragrance. However, in Sri Lanka, when there is high humidity, you tend to sweat a lot. So, the moment your scent mixes with your sweat, it does affect the fragrance's performance as well as its projectivity. That said, it is not that the fragrance is of inferior quality. Second, we should understand that being in a tropical country does not necessarily mean that you need to wear a fragrance with higher concentration of oil. Higher concentration of oil can lead to olfactory fatigue. You need to find a fragrance that has its perfect balance and is not highly concentrated. So how does humidity affect your fragrance performance? One thing is our skin. It's based off of our skin and how moist the skin is, as well as how moist the air around us is. If the air is drier, you don't sweat as much, so the scent evaporation is much more slower and much more cleaner. So that is one of the reasons why, in my personal opinion, that I find that the fragrance which performed better in the UAE and hardly performed here in our tropical country is due to humidity. So another thing we should keep in mind is that a lot of fragrance content or perfume content we see online is because these influencers are speaking subjectively to their environment. And if you've noticed, you don't find a lot of content where they speak about the tropical climate or coastal climate. So ideally, many of the feedback or many of the recommendations are based off of cold weather or low humidity areas or in a controlled room. So the temperature is controlled in an air conditioned setting. So this causes a significant confusion for the consumers of tropical countries basically. And you purchase a fragrance based off of an influencer or based off of information that you've received, which performs on an entirely different climate, cannot be compared to how it performs in your locality. So remember, the perfume does not live in isolation. So your perfume lives off on your skins, and your skin reacts based off of your environment, and your environment affects how you behave. Performance isn't absolute in any fragrance, it is contextual. This video information that I give, you would understand how your fragrance will perform next and how to select your fragrances when it comes to wearing it in your locality. It helps people understand and make better choices as well as creating this awareness to reduce more frustration and confusion.